What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jew back with another Men's Physique by Men's Physique episode. I got my guys here. What's going on, fellas?
What it do?
Good.
What y'all went on, man? I feel like it's been a couple weeks. How's everything going?
Hey, life is busy, bro. I tell you that much.
Did all that. But blessed though, so no complaints.
Yeah, absolutely blessed. You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't have it any other way.
Yes, sir.
I obviously see Lindo feel like he a little in shape today.
Look, man, I got home from the gym like 30 minutes ago. First of all, I was rushing home because it was the traffic, man. I was like, bro, I'm gonna be late to get on this podcast. So I literally only got my meal in. I ain't even get a chance to jump in the shower yet. So yeah, I'm still wearing my gym clothes, man.
There we go. It's all good. It's all good. So recapping, because I know we haven't been on a couple of weeks. I think the last show was what? Was it the Fit World? Fit World Pro?
Which one was that one? That's the one that Emmanuel won?
Emmanuel won, yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that one?
I mean, it's what we expected.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No surprises, so I forgot who got second.
Ben,
yeah. Ben Quill, yeah.
Okay. I mean, he looked good. Like I said, I wasn't surprised by that's what we predicted, man. So
yeah.
I'm interested
Ben
to see how
fought for
this
that
one.
spot too, man. He fought for that spot.
Yeah, he did.
They got third when it was his first debut or something like that.
I think so.
You think he won overall for them? And then and hopped up in that joint and got a third place.
Jay Wood, you using a Motorola Razor right now?
You said what?
You using a Motorola Razor right now? What's going on?
Man, look, I'm driving right now. I guess the light. You can't really see me up in this joint.
You good. I'm just messing with you, man. So
he said he didn't want to miss it, man. He didn't want to miss it.
But so let me ask y'all a question then. So obviously with E-Man, right? He just got qualified. He's placed in front of Diago, behind E-Banks. Then he had a showing. Where do y'all think he would fit into like an Olympia? Is he a top 6 contender?
Top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah. It's just hard for me to say right now.
Yeah.
I can't place him.
If he comes how he was at the Arnold in Boston, absolutely. I think he could be in that conversation. But, it's still some hitters he got to, really stand next to or, really kind of see his physique next to. So, I mean, shoot, man, he brought it, bro. And I think, but, I definitely think that, he has the potential to be in that top 10 for sure.
Man, most definitely got the potential. For sure, I would say at least top 15. I think one thing we got to take into consideration, we got a lot of like hitters that are coming back. So what we talk about Potman, who else? I mean, there's still people that low key still gotta get qualified. Don't dudes like Dre and them still gotta get qualified.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's just like think about the top 10 from last year, and think about some people that's hopping back in, like I said, like Potman or somebody. And then, and I guess it's kind of based off there. I would say about top 15, but most definitely got a physique to crack the top 10.
Yeah.
For sure. Speaking of comebacks, y'all done seen these Buendia updates?
No, I don't follow him.
I really don't.
My dude put up a post, said if he get 25K comments, he coming back. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I see that he had about 20K, so I'm like, yeah. I guess he's doing the comeback.
Oh man, that's gonna be it.
You're reaching. You're reaching.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'll be interesting to see. But going into the next show, we got the Golden State Pro. but it's in Sacramento. It looks like I don't know. I feel like unless I'm crazy, I feel like it's a pretty set from what I looked at. Top 3, maybe.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You gonna pull them up?
Yeah. You want to put it up?
Yeah.
My bad.
Because I didn't even see the list.
Yeah, I see it.
Can you zoom in?
Hold on.
I zoomed in on mine.
No, it won't let me zoom.
Yeah, you all good.
You should, if you're on your phone, you
I
should
can
be able to.
Yeah, I
you
can do it now.
Yeah, all right, bet. Yeah. That's the list. Obviously, I'm talking about Spoon, Ben, Myron. I also think that the Ashley Patil.
Yeah,
I
Ashley
got it.
Patil.
I think he looked pretty good from what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
y'all ain't
Ashley
saying,
always brings it.
y'all ain't saying nothing about Jason though.
Yeah, Jason might be the favorite for this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
But I don't know if the top 3 is set. That's what I was trying to figure out. I'm like, nah.
Jason's name just kind of lingers on this list. Like it doesn't stand out, but like we know, like it's Jason. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah,
and I guess one of the things they was talking about on the Business Week News joint, like since they're in front of Sandy, like that might. I mean, his 2 pro wins they said was in front of Sandy. So
Yep.
like, you know that does carry some weight. It's one of those things where like, if he's off, okay, then everybody else got a chance. But like right now, it's just, he hit that little front pose, man. It's a little bit game over.
Yeah. I mean,
But
beat Spoon and beat Ashley, right?
We're at that last year Louisiana. No,
Yeah, last year.
not
Nah,
so last year Phoenix, wasn't it?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Good point. I forgot about him. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about him. Looking at this list. So where was y'all ranked then? What do y'all think? Cause y'all saying y'all think he gonna win?
I mean, I think he's favorited, right?
Yeah.
I think my top 5 would probably be with Jason, Ben, Spoon. I mean, Spoon's had nothing but good showings.
Yeah.
Maybe Ashley, and then who am I missing?
Myron.
Myron.
Yeah, Myron. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's some people that can sneak up in there too.
Isn't that dude Smothers? He ain't on the list, but I think he's competing.
Yeah, some others in it too.
Is he?
And then
Yeah.
Is there any other latecomers?
I think
see
so.
him.
I think it's like 1 or 2 or 3.
I see my boy Chris doing his pro debut there. Estrada.
here's the thing. Yeah, I think there's another dude named Mike Sterling or something like that too. Got crazy ass midsection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what's gonna end up happening is there's gonna be some more names added to that list.
And y'all got what till the week of? Couple days before? How long y'all got before y'all?
Shoot, the day of.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
that's
want
what happened
contracts
when-
in a week in advance, but it don't work
Yeah.
like that.
No.
Ain't that what happened when Corey won Denver? He showed up the day of, and everybody was, or the day before at check-ins, like everybody like, dang, Corey doing the show, and then turn around and won it.
I think Kelly did something like that and won the San
Kelly.
Antonio.
Yep. Charlie did it in San Antonio twice. He did it last year too. Just popped up.
Oh man. All right. So what makes let me ask you this. So I can't remember this Jason dude, so I'm gonna pull him up real quick.
Jason's solid.
He's consistent, man.
Yeah, very consistent, man.
Always conditioned. He's good
Right.
look, good overall look.
He's a zero gravity guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll be curious to see how he stands up next to, when you got Ashley, you got Spoon, Myron, even, and who else do we say was in there? Ben. They're all a little bit taller compared to him. So I'll be curious to see how that plays into.
Lindo, you remember when that Battle of the Desert joint that I did?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the same situation.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, me, Charjo, Clarence, Jason, and Ben in that top 5.
Yep.
The little short ass blew all of us out.
Yeah, this is San Antonio.
Yeah,
I think he finished. What he finished 4th.
yeah, he got 4th place.
I got him in San Antonio. Should have. I ain't gonna comment too much on that show, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's what I was looking for, where he won.
Yeah, I mean, he was teetering on the wins last year, man, for sure. It was probably a couple shows, arguably. You know what I mean? I think when he did Austin, because I think Andre won Austin, and it was, it was really second. Close. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And they said he put on some size. So they said his back got a little bit better as well. So I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see it, man. I'll definitely be watching this weekend, man.
Yo, y'all know Ashley's Instagram?
No.
Pro Ashley, I think he changed it.
No.
Something along the lines of that.
Forget it. If I can't find it, I was gonna pull them up.
I wonder if you pull up the Mrs. Zeke list on Mrs.
Put up,
News.
Yeah. Go back to the Mrs. Zeke News page. Yeah, it should have his ad on there.
1 second, my guys. Boom, boom.
I know I saw his page the other day, man, and that boy is gilled up, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see nothing.
No, click on the actual picture, bro.
There we go. Good call.
Yeah.
You know, Cut's probably posting them too.
Yeah, he's on Cuts.
Yeah, he's on. Yeah, that's actually where I saw him. I'll go there.
Yeah, happy belated to Cuts too, man. I think his birthday was the other day. So that's him, right? No, is that him?
No, I think so.
That's Cam.
Yeah, that's Cam. Cam looking silly right now. Goodness gracious.
I thought that was old videos too.
Nah, but that's Ashley right there, bro. With the girl.
Yeah.
Hey, you was right, John.
What?
It's IFBB Pro Ashley.
Oh yeah.
Hey man, he looking shape.
You know, he reminds me of Spoon a lot for whatever reason. They got like shape to me.
Very similar. Very similar.
I met him in my pro debut.
Yeah.
All right, and then Ben. That who Bray Hart?
I'm just messing.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Brent's waist is tiny. Like that's crazy to me.
Yep. No, he's always had that really, really small waist, man. And the good part about like looking at his physique, man, is his chest continues to get better, man. Once his chest actually forms, man, like he's gonna be a problem. Cause he's still young, man. That's what a lot of people don't know. Ben's not old, you know what I mean? So like comparatively to us, you know, I'm pushing 40. So it's like, you know,
don't put me in that category.
Damn, you 40?
I'm almost 40. Man.
Pushing 40, man. Pushing 40.
Pushing 40.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, don't crack, David. Don't crack.
I'm pulling up Spoon, but I don't really think Spoon really post updates like that.
Nah.
Somebody
Ryan posted one of them.
Yeah, somebody had posted a shot of Spoon the other day, and I almost dropped my phone.
Right.
Yeah, Ryan posted one.
Right here?
Yeah. Goodness gracious, bro.
Right.
I don't know what he's doing in this exercise though. I think he's swimming. I'm gonna have to talk to him about this. I don't know what's going on here, bro.
Oh no, Spoon look crazy right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Spoon done leveled up. Sheesh.
Yeah. And he's about that Jason's dude height, right? They're gonna send him.
Yeah, they about
Jay-
5.
Jason like 5'5", bro.
Really? He that
Yeah,
short?
yeah.
Yeah,
Jason
yeah,
Short,
Spoon-
yeah.
They taller than 5'5". He's like
Spoon-
5'7".
That's generous, dog.
yeah,
Bro, you got 5'5". That means you're like a couple inches taller than Poppin.
yeah. Like for real. He like 5'5", 5'6", but Spoon like he a C class guy in like a 6-man, like, you know, or 6 class type of show.
Right.
Yeah.
Got
But
mine.
you know what, man? Like one thing that I've noticed about the league, bro, is that like, you know, they have all these tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, whatever. Like the league is changing to the fact where it's like all these shows is damn tier 1 shows.
Yeah.
Like it ain't no let me slide out to Vegas real quick, you know,
Yeah.
try to get a quick qualification. Nah, bro, it ain't nothing easy no more.
Yeah, these some tough walks, man. There's a lot of competition out there.
And I feel like this is only going to continue, right? Like it's just going to keep growing.
Yep.
These
Yeah,
things
man,
going to keep coming out.
I think this is, you know, I was talking to John Sherman the other day, man, and I think this is like the most consistent, like that we've seen, you know, like positive change happen in the men's physique league. You know what I mean? Like these guys are getting better and better, and now they're starting to get more consistent across the board. So it's like, whereas before, you know, we saw it would bounce back and forth. Like, oh, I like skinny guys. I like, you know, fuller guys. I like this type of look. Now we're starting to get that consistency across the board, and I think that's what's making this more competitive.
Can you say that though? I mean, it's been the same people competing.
True that.
I mean,
I guess
and they got the same look. Like, you know, the
Yeah.
only one that had probably they all have the same look, because even Banks is kind of, you know, he's not a super big dude. Like all of them small waist, you know, kind of streamlined physiques. And
right.
I mean, that's
that's
kind
true.
of what's been rewarded across the board here. So
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't seen any of the bigger guys outside of Guidry, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, he still got this small, tiny waist. But you know,
Mhm.
we haven't seen the diversity in the physiques just yet. So
Yo, is
Right.
Kyron doing anything?
who?
Kyron.
Chiron.
Yeah.
Kyron won 2 shows, bro, after the Olympia.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was asking. I didn't know if he was going to pull up on anything.
Nah, I don't think
But
so.
he made a post the other day, man, and that dude look in shape, man. So I don't know if he popping back out for Pittsburgh or what, but
I don't think he in shape for no reason. He
Yeah.
in real good shape.
you're right. You seen it, Jay?
Yeah, he in crazy shape.
I wonder where he'll pop up at.
So he probably pop back at Pittsburgh. Shoot.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he won it last year, so why wouldn't he come back? You know what I mean?
Right. I'm always curious to where they put him. I'm always curious.
Man, honestly, I don't see that man leaving the top 3, top 4, man, ever.
Right.
He gonna have to like walk away.
Do you think he'll ever move up, London?
You think he'll what as far as like classic?
No, placing.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think he teeters on that edge of like, you know, with the bubbliness that he gets from his muscles, dog. It's like if they reward it too much, now we're gonna start seeing dudes blow up on stage again. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. As much as I love Kyron, dog, like I don't know. I can't see it as far as, you know, the way that the sport wants to go. If you wanted to stay kind of where it's at, not too big, you know, kind of a median across the board, like you got to stick with Brandon's, Ebanks, those guys, because Kyron just so damn bubbly, man. It almost gives a classic feel to it.
Well, yeah, I remember last year kind of started trending towards that, like what you said, but then Kyron was in there. Like that's where I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't get it.
Because he got 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you just look at the way it panned out, I guess it just doesn't make sense to me. That's why I'm asking. So I didn't know if he does something this year, places well. Is that like another sign of what the judges are looking for? Because then you got him and Guidry, who both pretty big.
Yeah, but his big is different than Guidry's big. Like Chiron has balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Better balance, in my opinion. You know, so just better all around aesthetic. And Guidry just needs some time to improve on that.
Yep,
You on a bike now?
Me? No, I'm just sitting in the garage, man.
Oh, I'm like, hey, bro.
Sitting in the gym, you know.
Quarantine gym.
In the quarantine gym. where gains are made, you know.
So, but I did have another question, bro, besides the show. So I've been thinking, like, as far as training goes, right? Mike, I kind of asked you this, I think. I don't remember. But do y'all think there's a difference between barbell and machines as far as, like, the results that you've gotten? Like, if you're doing a barbell bench or you're doing a chest press machine, do you think that there's any difference? Because I always wondered.
I do.
Yeah, there's a huge difference, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to any machine work, it's, machine work is mainly for isolation, of that muscle group. When you get into the free weights, now you're dealing with your stabilizing muscle groups. If you're doing bench, you got your shoulders recruitment, and then you get a little bit of lat recruitment as well in that movement. So because you have to stabilize the weight in order to move the weight. So I think that, absolutely, but I think that's also why there's a need for machines too, because if I'm not trying to grow my front delts anymore, there's no reason for me to be dumbbell benching or freaking flat benching. I'm gonna focus primarily on the machine press, where I can really isolate that, those pecs to make sure that's the major muscle group that's pushing. So,
do you feel like that affects density at all?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think it can help it, actually. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was one of the biggest pieces that, like, when I actually brought my chest up from, like, when I was a rookie till, now, it was, it started off with the, the heavy compound movements, but then you start tweaking shoulders and all that stuff, bro. I've just been on machine work, man. I really do not go over 225 on free weights if I'm doing bench. Never. But, like, when I'm on the machines, I'll throw like 4 plates on there. You know what I mean? So it definitely, I think it definitely has its place. But
I think a good mixture of both gives you kind of the perfect scenario and perfect programming. In terms of density, I think that comes from just lifting heavier weight, like continuing to, progressively overload, and, we talk about muscle fiber recruitment, right? Because it's multiple ways of, you can myofibril, or what is that? Hyperplasia, not hyperplasia, but you know what I'm saying. It's multiple ways of increasing muscle mass. You got the people that look bubbly, but they don't really have the density, right? Bubbly people, tend to work in the higher rep range, and they, forcing blood, per se, into the muscles, right? You got people, look at Dorian, go back and look at Ronnie. They weren't really bubbly. Like, I mean, that was like real dense muscle, and you could see it in how they worked out. Like, it wasn't just compound lifts. Even when they did machines, because you got machine rolls and everything else. Just the difference is the removal of having to stabilize the weight, so you can focus more on the movement, as opposed to trying to stabilize everything, and in form or whatever. And so, I mean, I think the perfect mixture will have a little bit of both, because, I mean, I've done the all compound, and that stuff is tough on your body,
right?
So being able to, whether it be every other week or whatever, just how you kind of work it into your program, so you give your central nervous system a little bit of a break. I mean, there's a place for both, and I won't say one is better than the other. If it was someone that was just starting off, I would say focus on free weight, of course, get strong, get the foundation there, and then you build from there, right? So, yeah, that's my 2 cents.
I mean, you already answer. I'm a big advocate for free weight. Granted, the size that when I first started training, you got to remember I didn't have a training partner or a personal trainer or anything, so I didn't necessarily start off with free weights. I started off with machines. It wasn't until my college years when I actually started lifting with free weights, and that's what put the most density on me. Granted, I always tried to make sure my form was good, and it's gotten better over time because, yes, it definitely can take a toll on your joints and everything like that. But once you really get your form and your execution down, you should have no problems with it, But there is a fine line where you do need to add in machine works. But yeah.
So Justin,
so let me pose this question, right? The body only knows load and stress.
Yeah.
Right. So what difference is there in doing it free weight or machine? To your body, it's just an external load, external force, right?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily what you're doing, it's how you're doing it.
Right.
Right. So if you're lifting, like I said, the heavier, and you can tell like people that focus in the different, rep ranges, it looks different. Like you see people that focus. I mean, I'll take myself, for instance, I'm, in that 7 to 9, 10 to 12 rep range and working on getting stronger. You look at some of my pictures from city limits, San Antonio condition, and it just looks different, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the bubbly muscle. It looks different. Like, it's a lot of muscle, it's dense muscle. And I mean, you get that lifting that type of way, but that's not the only way that you can build muscle, right? Like I said, sciences are, shown that you can, if you're working in, up to 50 reps, as long as you're working near failure, you can build muscle, but you're not building the same type of muscle, right? Because once you get in those higher rep ranges, everything is, you talk about, blood flow restriction, like all that stuff, you're increasing the volume of the muscle, but not necessarily the amount, the fibers, right? And those fibers is what gives you that density. That blood gives you that pump, right? I don't give a damn about working for a pump. Like for me, it's about, increasing that density, and the pump is going to come,
Yeah.
So I don't think it's one is better than the other, or you can get, more from one than the other. Your body only knows load, like, and the stress that load is putting on your body is what you're doing with that load, and how you're, handling that stress and how your body is adapting is what's going to put on the different types of muscle. I was going to look different.
They go to that point though. Yeah, basically your body don't know what weight you're really using. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like your body's saying like, yeah, I'm using this weight, I'm using 5 pounds. It only understands the stress that is going under. You know what I mean? Now, I would say the difference between like a machine compared to like a free weight would be more about like maybe like even somebody's athletic performance, right? So like if I'm doing like standing dumbbell shoulder press, all right, you got to be a little bit more athletic to actually do that type of movement. You know what I mean? And which can be difficult to somebody else. But like an athlete can probably do that a little bit easier because they got better, they got more stability in their core and stuff like that as well. And so, but I mean, that, but from that standpoint, yeah, truly your body only knows work. It only knows stress. But Micah, to ask you a quick question, would you say, because obviously I've seen you for a few years now, dude, would you say like your progress, you felt like the way you've been lifting now has played a huge role on like your development so far? Or like, are these the things that you changed as the years gone on? Or have you always been the same way?
I'd say I always thought that I was working hard, but when you start breaking down, I'm big on just the science aspect. Like I said, you got the muscle heads that just throw out like whatever, and then you got what's kind of clinically proven, right, to work. And like just researching, different ways of programming, and like I said, the failure thing, like how close to failure that you're actually, working, and how, how to optimize actually building muscle. I think that helped me because I'm in there. I tell you this, if you go work out, so I go in there, my younger days, and I'm doing back, and I'm doing like 6, 7 exercises of back, right? And you're talking about 3 sets or whatever, and you're talking about like 3 sets of 15. That's impossible. Like with the same weight. So you may, if you are truly working out and you working to your capacity, first of all, you're not doing those 7 damn exercises, right?
No.
You're gonna do 3. You're gonna do 3 or 4,
Right.
and you're probably not doing 3 sets of those exercises. You know, you'll probably do a top set and a back off set if you're truly pushing yourself like to failure within that realm of, you know, optimizing growth. And, you know, you can not do that and still gain muscle, right? I mean, you're talking about just putting stress on the muscle, your body adapting, but we're talking about optimizing muscle growth, like getting the most out of your program. And so the only way was scientifically proven, you know, with empirical data is, you know, the closer that you work towards failure, progressive overload is the way to optimize, you know, muscle growth. And so when I started doing that and just breaking down the science into it, you know, focusing on recovery, you know, I've been logging my workouts since 2008. You know, like I got a pad, I got all of them on my phone. I was logging them, but I was just logging them to keep track of what I was doing, not how I was doing it and how I was progressing.
Right.
And so now, you know, now I have something that's measurable each week. And it's like, okay, you're getting better each week. If you're getting stronger each week within the hypertrophic rep ranges, what are you doing? What are you doing? You building muscle,
Muscle.
right?
Yeah.
You build a muscle. So, I mean, I think I always thought I was working hard. I've always thought that I was strong, but, you know, once I broke down, you know, the science behind it and put some effort into understanding, like, you know, why am I doing this? What do I need to do? That's when I made, you know, my progress. So, yeah, I guess that's my 3 cents.
Point where you're doing progressive overload, right? What do you do when you can't progress anymore?
When you can't progress anymore, it's 2 options, right? Or, I mean, we'll say, or, you know, you ask yourself questions. Are you recovering, right? If you're not recovering, you know, you need to focus on recovery. You know, diet, nutrition. Am I getting the calories that I need to fuel my workouts, right? And then, you know, next, stress. You know, am I just too stressed if I'm gonna beat myself up and I need to take a deload? Like those are the things that you ask yourself. And once you progress through those, you know, you figure out, okay, deload, whatever else. If none of that works, you switch to exercise.
Yeah.
You switch to exercise. And I mean, and for me, it would be right now, my ass is struggling on incline barbell press. I've been at 385 between like 7 to 8 reps for damn near 5 weeks. Right now, it feels different though.
Yeah.
Right. It feels different. It feels different. So when I did it before, you're talking about some struggle reps. But my form is getting better. I'm feeling the muscle better. So to me, that's still progress. So even though I'm not breaking out of my rep range, I'm still progressing because my form is getting more honed in and I'm actually feeling the muscle. You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's when that happens, when you stall, you got to have some check boxes. Like, you know, okay, is my form getting better? If my form is getting better, that's still a way to progressively overload, right? If my form is good and I'm still not getting stronger, okay, you start checking recovery, you know, sleep, nutrition. Can I bump my calories up 10%? And will that allow me to, you know, push over that threshold? Do I need to just back off a week and then come back? Hey, or do I need to just switch out exercise? You know what I mean? And the thing is that that's a lot. You know, that's a lot for people to work through. But like it's so for me, like it's so beneficial. You know what I'm saying? It's so beneficial because I said I always know where I'm at. You know, I'm measuring myself against myself every week. You know, and so when I'm tracking these variables, I'll show you I got a spreadsheet with all this stuff on it. You know, my weight every day, my diet, like, you know, how I'm adhering to it, you know, whatever else. And I mean, it's like I tell anybody, like, if you go on someplace, what do you use? You don't know how to get there, use a map, right? That's my map. You know, I know where I want to go. I think I know how to get there. And the only way for me to track and know where I'm going and how I'm progressing is to follow that map, right? Follow how it's mapped up. And if something gets off track, I know exactly what I need to do to get back on track. So
all that was amazing, but that 385 was on Smith machine, right?
Yeah, that's on Smith.
Yeah, I was hating. I'm like, hold on. I thought you.
Nah, that's on Smith. I told you I tried. I did 395 on free weight, and I felt my whole chest about to explode. Man, I was like, let me. That was before Olympia. Before Olympia, and I messed up my shoulder, so I couldn't even. I got it. So I did my top set. What? I got 6 reps. I got 6 reps, and I did a back off set at like 325, and I heard like pop pop, and I don't know what it was, but that's 2 weeks before the O. 2 weeks before the O, and I couldn't no internal rotation, right? So I couldn't get up under a barbell. So I will say one of the bad things about lifting heavy, or potentially bad things, is the risk of injury. Which is for sure, which is why you do it smart. I go in the gym now, you see people like this. if you can't strict row, like 225, 250, you get on the T-bar roll with a chest assist, you ain't loading that up to no 225, 250. But you see people sacrificing everything, to get that weight where they think it's supposed to be, and they ain't using nothing but erectors or whatever else.
Like even the air.
It's like even though I lift heavy, I still use good form. Good form, and I think that's important. And then listening to your body, like I said, knowing when to deload, make sure your nutrition is right, and then if you on them sups, make sure that you doing that right.
You got the right ones. Yeah,
you got the right ones. You're not leaning too hard on. Because
right.
you see a lot of people that they take that stuff and they think that's it, and they could be a lot better than what they are.
Yeah,
Sure.
Quick question, man. This is for me too. So sometimes when I lift, right, like if I'm hitting bench and I'm hitting heavy, it'll feel like good for like 5-6 reps, and like my failure is immediate. Like it ain't I'm gonna get another rep out of it. Like once I hit failure, I don't I stop and I can't get it, but it kind of sneaks up on me. Like I don't feel it. That's not normal, or is that normal? Do y'all go through that? Like, or is it just me? I always feel like people can grind out reps, and I never feel like I can.
I mean, people are just different.
Yeah,
people are different. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It depends on how much effort you're putting into them first couple reps, what you got in the tank. But everybody's failure is different, but you're still reaching technical failure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing. As long as you know failure and you can't do, any more, or if you're working within, one rep to failure, as long as you know that place, I mean, that's all that really matters.
Right.
So as long as you ain't BSing yourself and cheating yourself, it don't matter how you fail. Well, it does matter how you fail, but you know what I mean.
It's funny that you said it. It's funny that you said it because like some people actually don't know what like true failure is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like they're like, all right, cool, I'm satisfied. You know what I mean? But like they don't know like real failure.
They don't know pain.
They go to the burn.
Yeah.
It burns. Like, no, that ain't failure yet, homie.
Nah. And that's why I don't like working in rep ranges above 20. I'm like, I like technical failure, like knowing exactly like I can't do another one. I get above 20 for some shit. I'm like you doing plus 20 on squats. I'm just tired of lifting the weight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that I don't have the strength to do it. I'm just not gonna sit under the bar with my spine loaded, for whatever else to do, 20 plus reps on a bench press, on a damn squat, or anything like that, barbell row, whatever. Let me get my 7 to 9, 10 to 12, and get on out of there, and I know exactly where I'm at and how I'm feeling. So it's about 5 cents.
Yeah, I'm about to start hitting them stiff legs, by the way.
And I was hurt.
They
hurt, man.
It out, bro.
With the barbell or dumbbell?
Barbell.
They hurt. It's good though. Like once I started doing deadlifts, like my back, and I don't think deadlifts is like a complete back. Like it's the most optimal workout to do for back. But I think for me, I think it was the pain Like, and now I know exactly what I'm looking for my other for me, like my other exercises, right? So when I'm doing rolls and stuff like that, like, it. I mean, you deadlift, I mean, that's hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you talk about pushing out like one or two more, when you don't feel like you can do one or two more, like that's pain. Like not everybody knows that pain.
Yeah.
And like
Right.
once you get centered on that, and like what that feels like, what that hurt feels like, I mean, then you know what failure feels like for all your other lifts. And I mean, it improved my lifts just across the board, really.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, they hurt though.
Dangerous. When you hit that 1 or 2, I got to get one more out. My form be going to hell. I'm terrified.
Hey,
That's why.
Julie,
Yo,
what was your heaviest pull a couple months ago?
675.
Yeah.
You did that?
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Oh, took you long enough.
I'll
I
let
did
y'all young bulls do that, man. I'll stick to my dumbbells.
What?
It's
I ain't pulling.
a day too.
Bro, I won't ever do that again. I won't ever do that again. I'm done.
What's that?
This the 675, like there was no point. I just did it because I wanted to see where I could get to. And after that, I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't really need to do that again.
Yeah, I stiff 635 last year. Bro, I was shaking. I was twerking and all kinds. I was like, nah, never again.
Bro,
That was
I
my
wanted to
last
get
time. I
over
was like, never
700, but
again.
I'm content.
Bruh. Nah, I'm good.
I'm content. I had a whole bunch of aspirations to try to do all this heavy stuff lifting, and I'm like, yeah, I'm too old now, bro. I don't feel all that feel terrible. Even like bench, trying to go like super heavy on bench like that now, don't feel comfortable, like especially afterwards for me. I'm like, yeah, I can tell my joints kind of might be a little overloaded.
Yeah. I'm telling you, after them heavy days, man, my arm be falling asleep, dog. Like, be like, dang.
No, but the other day though, I did a back day that I use a lot of iso movements like on hammer strength and stuff, and just slowed it down, control, try to squeeze really, and felt that more than I felt anything like back wise in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, like you said, deadlift. And that's when I kind of realized, all right, a different approach might work a little bit better in this situation. Not try to dumbbell roll 140 just to do it. Like, so yeah, I feel it.
It's a time and place for everything, man. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, bro. So I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. I appreciate y'all with the insight on the workouts. I feel to take all this and write in a notebook and log it.
Yeah, we got real scientific tonight, man.
Facts. Yeah, no, I appreciate it though, for real. But
yeah, man.
y'all got anything else before we close it?
Nah, man. Good luck to these boys. That's prepping right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what the future brings and holds. So y'all boys stay on it, man.
And I just want to say,
give us some motivation.
I appreciate y'all for continuing to join and do this, man. And I know the people that listen, when they do, appreciate it as well, because it's great insight. So we keep doing it. But like you said, for y'all doing the preps and all that, keep working hard.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Y'all be easy for everybody listening. We appreciate you. I will continue to put in the description. I haven't been doing that, but I'm going to start all you guys' IGs and stuff. Go follow, like, support, and watch them rec shop and get on these O stages this year. Thank you. Have a good one.
Yes, sir.